Hello all, and welcome back to Feed the Beast, Episode 9. This is Mordenkaim, and today I want to work on automating another resource, and I believe for this episode we're going to be working on blaze rods. I basically want to get those automated so we can start automating power a little more and use those for generators and fireboxes, and sort of have an infinite source of blaze rods and basically set up a blaze farm for experience and enchanting. So there's a lot of use for it, but the resource we'll be getting out of it will be blaze rods. So there's sort of a story on how I started the soul shard. As you can see, I've got 644 kills on it. I have not killed 644 blazes. I've actually only killed 44, and I've absorbed 3 spawners. And the reason I got 3 spawners is because I was playing around with Mistcraft and basically accidentally created an age that had nether fortresses in it. So what I was doing, and what you don't want to do, well, maybe if you get lucky with it, it'll be okay, but first thing you want to do is you want to make an ink bottle, which this is how you make your ink bottles. Water bucket, glass bottle, and 2 inks, make an ink bottle. What that does for you is then allows you to come over to the ink mixer, and you can put that in right there, and it'll suck it in. And there's a lot of modification you can do that. But for the base link page, you need a piece of paper, and you come over here to the ink mixer, put your paper in, and it gives you a link panel. And then what I did from that was you would take this, and I believe you take a leather. So if I take a leather wherever it is, somewhere, I know I have it. There's a leather. If you take these and you craft it, you will then get an unlinked link book. I did not know this, so what I did instead was I put that in the bookbinder. And I'm not going to do this because it will mess it up, but I put a link panel in here, then I put that, and it actually created a descriptive book, which I did not know created an age. So I accidentally created an age, and it's not what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is create another link book, because I can always use those. So we'll make a link book, and if you want to use these now, you just put them on your bar here, and then you right-click, and it'll link it and make the old linking books you're used to wherever you're standing. So that's not what I did, though. So what I accidentally did was created a descriptive book, thinking that was the link book, and made an age. And I'll show that to you real quick. So let me go back to the pump bunker, which is where I have the book for it. And here is the book going back to, and here's the book going back to that age, and basically I called it Age with my stuff because I got there and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get out. I knew very little about creating ages, and this is what we got. So you can see we got a little mushroom biome here, we got mushrooms here, and we have a big nether fortress right off here. So I was able to use the few spawners that were here because we thought we were actually going to delete this age because it was completely random. But I was able to use those to start my blaze shard. But when I got here, I didn't have a book to get back because I didn't realize that I was going to an age. I thought that linking books had changed, and I thought I was stuck. But I did a little research, and it turns out that I was lucky enough to have a star fissure right here, which is right down there. You can see it. And that got me back to the regular world, and I had to walk all the way back to my place, but I wasn't stuck. So out here is where we had a few of the, you can see it's just like another fortress without the nether around it, and like right here there was a spawner, and we got a few places for spawners around here. There might be more hidden, but I haven't been able to find them. And so I used those, and in order to complete the shard, I'm going to go to the nether, where I have another shard, or another spawner, and I'm going to automate that into like a kill point, and that's going to be the first part of this episode. So what I've got is I've made 64 conveyor belts. They're pretty easy to make, in stacks of 16, so 4 of these will give you a full stack, 3 rubber, 2 redstone, and an ingot, and I'm going to use those to move some blazes around so I can gather up a bunch of them and then kill them off about 100 at a time, and make it where I can really get some kills on this shard, because I still have to add another 400, it seems. So that's going to be the next thing we do, so let's go check that out. Oh, let me get that. So we're going to go to the fortress. The other thing we got to be careful of is power armor is a little different now. We've got heat sinks, and in the nether it seems like it doesn't cool off. So as I walk to the right, you'll see that basically my heat bar keeps going up and won't go back down. So that's something else we're going to have to deal with. So, okay, here's our blaze spawner, as you can see. And what we want to do is we want to put some conveyor belts in there and sort of enclose it so that we're bringing it out of that chunk. So to bring on chunk boundaries, we're going to hit F9 a few times. And that's our chunk boundary right there. I'm going to run it out the front at the level of that and basically set a conveyor that's going to take it out to here and drop them down into a kill box. And then I'll be able to stand here and get some kills on them. And we'll basically, then I'll dig a tunnel underneath that can sit here, spawn them until they come out here and drop. And that'll be how we kill them. So let's get in here. Kill what we got off. I don't want to get hit. Okay, oh, back up. I'm getting a little bit of lag. It's never fun. I hear him. There he is. Okay, so here we go. I went through a lot of trouble to get this set up, but now our needs have changed, so I'm going to set this. Basically deal with them as they spawn and build ourselves a conveyor track going all the way down there. Alright, so we'll put that there like that. And do like so. To the chunk boundary. And move here. Build our way back. Oh, he smacked me. That was not very nice. Okay. So that's what we want. Then we're going to take our conveyors. Drop them this way. We're going to have to bring them together here. Like so. And then we're just going to take these. Oh. Don't catch me on fire, whatever you do. And I guess we're building our shard while we're here too. I think this has to be on my bar though. I'm not sure how that works. Don't know much about them. So, now that we got these conveyors, I'm going to build up the walls around them. I can probably bust this end. I'm going to fill this in here. I hope I don't accidentally bust this thing. That would kind of ruin my day, ruin my plans. Alright, so we're going to hang out in here and continue to build this, and we'll be back when we finish it up. But you see the basic idea. We're going to get there and then basically put a room down here where I can sort of stand for a little bit, let a few of these guys spawn, and get gathered down that direction, and then drop down into a kill box. So that's going to be our plan, and we will go from there. So we'll be back shortly once we've completed the work. Alright, we are back, and I've got it basically completed. And you can take a look at what it's doing. Looks like it's glitching out a little bit, but he's not down here. Let's get that closed up. Right there. So here we go. We've got our blazes all gathering at this point, and we'll be able to kill them off. As you can see, I've killed a few more just playing around with it, and we should be able to kill these guys for experience and for blaze rods. So for now, though, really the point of this one is just to get our shard up, and then we're ultimately going to make our blaze shard into something we can control with redstone. So let's go ahead and kill these guys off. So I'll just sit here. Finish them off like so. Lots of experience. And basically this is how we're going to get our shard up. And I'm not going to record all this, but I do want to show you how it's laid out once I get them all killed off. Doesn't look like it's going to take much AFKing to get quite a few of them. I'd say this is like 15 or 20. So, yep, that's all of them. Got plenty of blaze rods out of that. Got up to level 30 experience. Lots of experience for these guys. And I'm going to try to make myself an access tunnel right here. So you can see how it's laid out. Basically, they're spawning in there. And he's probably going to get mad at me. But you can see he gets pulled to the middle and gets pulled down the thing. And that's good. The whole room's going to be like that. I can AFK right down here. And that will pull them in. And ultimately, he's going to get pulled down the thing, and right there. So then I'll be able to kill him off and get what I need to get. So we're going to get that. We're going to stand here for a little bit and hopefully get up to 1,024 kills. So it's going to take a little while. I'll probably AFK between and let him build up and kill him just like I did. And we'll come back and we'll have a level 5 Blaze Shard. But that's how you'll go about it and make it where you can kill them in mass. And actually, if you can get a Soul Stealer enchantment, I think they still have that. I'm not real sure. Let's see if I can even look it up in the items. Well, if a Soul Stealer enchant's still there, I know that it ups your ability to absorb souls, like you get double or something like that. So it cuts in half the number you need. If that's possible, you might want to get that on your weapon. But if not, it really doesn't take all that long to sit here and just let them build up and kill them off. And plus, you'll get lots of experience and items and stuff from it, so it's worth doing. So we will be back in a little bit, and hopefully by then we'll have a level 5 shard and we'll continue on with our farm. So see you in a bit. Okay, we are back, and it looks like we've teleported back to the regular world, and we have a tier 5 Blaze Shard. So what we're going to do is we're going to start building our Blaze spawner in our little world here. So what I want to do is I want to put it down below our generators, and I've dug out a room down here, and there's a purpose for everything down here right now, but this is where it's going to be, probably centered right here. And what I want to do is, first thing we'll do is we'll wire the cage, because if we put this shard in the cage without it being powered, we are going to get swarmed by blazes, and it could not be pretty. So let's get a redstone torch wherever I hid them. And I also need a lever, and I don't have that. So let's look at some wood and cobblestone. Make a few of them, because who knows, we might need a lot of them. There we go. And cobblestone. We'll make a few of those. We're going to use these to control our little machine here, our blaze machine. And let's go down there and wire it up. Very straightforward. Oh, little lag. Okay. So we're going to put our switch here. Boom. We're going to put a torch right there. Probably turn this off for now so the torch is on. And we're going to put this right down here and run us a little track. So if I turn this on, the torch goes off, and that will turn on the spawner. So that's what we want. And then I might put a light behind it just to show an indicator, kind of like we did on the other one. And now we can take this, sort of close it in like it's not even there. So now we can control that with a little switch. See, light goes on. So we want to leave the light on for now. And let's go up and make a soul cage, which is just a square of iron bars. So I don't know that I have any iron bars made, so we will make some real quick. I probably do somewhere. I don't remember what I used them for, but I've been messing with so much stuff it's hard to keep it all straight. Iron bars. Soul cage. Exactly right. Okay, so let's go down. We'll set our soul cage. Like so. We'll set our shard in our soul cage. Like so. And then I am afraid to turn that off. So let's get some glass and enclose this thing. That's going to be the first step. Glass is up here. So the entire life of my place is going to depend on these little panes of glass, and I feel very, very secure with that. So let's get up here. Put it in. That's better. It's going to be like a little viewing place, little blaze museum when we get done with it. It's really just so we can see what's going on. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go in here and set up some conveyor belts, which I have on me. This will be my little exit right here. Actually, let's just silk touch that out of there. And I can just walk out for now. Okay, so we got that. Now conveyor belts. Let's go this way with that one. Oh. This way with that one. Oh, why did it stop? I still haven't figured out how those work yet, so. There we go. There we go. I think it's something to do with the redstone signal. That's why those are stopping, because it's next to that redstone powered thing. But I found if I replace them, it doesn't break it. So let's just place everything for now. It's like a block update or something next to the redstone signal that makes that goofy. 2 that way. And 2 that way. And we want, if something drops here. Oh, well, we're going to need that. I sort of want everything to sort of go that way. That's the goal. So let's break this one. We'll break this one. And I want it to go that way. And maybe it's just an animation thing, but I don't want to take any chances. Because once these things get fired up, I don't want to have to come in here. Alright, so that's a little mystifying pattern. But what it'll do is it will push everything out to here. Now what I want to do is I want to put a melee turtle right here. And let's put another one of these straight this way. And then we're going to take our glass, which I have right here, and enclose it, like so. And I hope that these things won't be able to spawn outside. But what we'll do is we'll do a little test. And we'll take a melee turtle first, which we don't have any of those made. So, matter of fact, I haven't made any in here, but I've only played with them in creative. So let's look up computer, which is going to be the first thing we create. I think it's pretty easy to make. Computer is just a glass pane. I think a glass pane is just, what? How many of these? 6? There we go. Glass pane, redstone, and smooth stone, which I have plenty of. So let's put 2 of these here, 2 of these here, and then we'll go ahead and make a couple of these. And then to make it a turtle, surround it by iron and give it a chest. 2 chests, plenty of iron, I got everything I need. Look at that. It's like I planned it. 2 chests and iron. Iron. So there we go, we got 2 turtles, and then we need 2 diamond swords to make them melee turtles. So a little more wood. Get the sticks. Get the diamonds, which are right there. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Melee turtle. Melee turtle. That'll just make it where I can kill them a little quicker, because I'm going to put 2 right in the middle to kill off these blazes. And maybe I need to actually take this down 1. I'm not real sure how that's going to work yet, but for now, maybe 1 will be enough. Because what I want to do is I basically want to create our melee turtle facing that way. And then we'll go in here, and we will program it real quick. Should be a quick, let's edit, attack, and then we're going to say while true do turtle.attack. Which will make them attack. Then we want turtle.select 1. Well, let's start with 3. Turtle dot drop. So what this is going to do is going to select his 3rd slot, and it's going to make it where he drops whatever it is in front of him. Same thing with his 2nd and 1st slot. And the reason I'm doing them in that order is I want it to end up on 1. Turtle dot drop and turtle dot select 1. I could do this with a loop, but you know, it's simple. Not worried about it. And then we will end. I think that's the right syntax. Alright, so we got that. That should be our attack program. We'll save it. We'll exit. And then we'll start attack. Any errors? Look at that. Looks like it's working. And we're going to test our spawner. There he goes. He's attacking. That's what we like to see. So, theoretically right now I can stand here and I will pick up any blaze rods and it should get thrown out the back. That's great, but what I really want to happen, let's go ahead and turn this off for now. So that's basically working. Any crazy blazes up here? Doesn't look like it. So we'll let them get finished off. We got one hanging out there. I want to put an obsidian pipe and chests here. And I don't know, but I think, yeah, we can make our storage back in here once the little green balls stop dancing on my screen. Come on. Power me up. So that's my thought. We'll put our storage back in here. I know that we've got the little farm over our head, so we need to be careful. But we'll create a little storage area. Let's get rid of this. I don't like leaving dirt showing either. It's just kind of a pet peeve of mine, I guess. Being a little AR, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is, for now, I'm going to just stand here and manually collect these experience orbs and have it help me get my levels up. But eventually I'm going to have a network of brains in a jar. I think it's these things, but I need to work on Thaumcraft a little bit before I get there. So these things here, which if you look at the recipe, if it'll let me bring it up, I'm not sure if it will or not. Let's see what happens. No, it doesn't look like it, but basically, once I get to that point, they take some viz to create, and I'm nowhere near that, and all I've done is a little bit of research on it, so I need to look at that a little more before I'm ready to do it. But for now, I can manually stand here and collect the experience, and probably what I'll eventually do is I'll have like a water channel that collects everything down here and brings it to me. But for now, we're going to just set up obsidian pipes, and then a stone transport pipe type thing. Where did I put those? It's in one of these. So obsidian pipe. And let's see, I had some stone in here, I thought. Well, there's my iron bars. Oh, we got a heck of a rainstorm going on out there. Seems like I'm always picking rainstorms to decorate. Well, I guess that works out. I thought I had some stone pipe here, but I guess I'll create some real quick. Not a big deal. And what I want to do is I want to set up basically an inventory checker that's going to activate a bunch of pipes in a row. So I don't know how to explain that easily, but what I'm going to do is effectively I'm going to put a chest down here, and on that chest I'm going to put a comparator that tells me when that chest fills up. And when that chest fills up, I'm going to turn off the redstone engine that's pumping items to it, and I'll do it in a chain. So basically I have a pretty good stockpile of blaze rods that'll build up, and once the chest fills up, it won't be dumping them all over the ground. So that's sort of the goal in that. I'm gonna work on that a little bit here, but I think I have some more to gather before I'm ready to do that, because I don't even know that I have a comparator ready. I'm pretty sure I used them both up. So I'm going to have to do a little prep for that, but for now, we'll go ahead and put a basic pipe in place and a chest so you can see how it works. And I've got to make a stone pipe for that, which is really easy to make. So we'll just take our smooth stone, glass, and that'll give us some pipe. And then I need 2 chests here, just to give me somewhere to put it. So, no chest made. Let's put them here. We'll make a double chest, like so. And go down here. And we'll set it down. So for now, it's going to be sort of a quick and dirty solution, but it will work, which is all we're really worried about. So I'll take obsidian pipe here, and then I will take stone transport pipe here, and go that way. Actually, you know what? While we're doing it, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the floor. It's going to look a little funny if it's sitting up like that. So we're going to go here. That should dump down into that little hole. Oh man. Put this back here. And we'll run stone pipe. That way we can get to our controller if we need to. And, oh, that's not good. Our redstone's showing. Let's go down one. With that. Shouldn't be a big deal to do that. Bring our redstone down one, and we will put our stone right above it. If I can reach it. Right there. And put our obsidian pipe. Okay, now if I turn it on, they'll be killed. It should pick it up in that obsidian pipe. I think. Yep. Looking good. A little bit of lag here. And then if I stand right here, I'll get the experience. I think. There we go. Oh, I'm getting attacked though. I gotta find a safe place to stand. Yeah, that looks like it works. So, I'm getting a lot of experience while I stand here. And hopefully I'm not picking up all the blaze rods as they go through. And the blaze rods are going to the chest. I think. Yeah, that looks like it'll work good. So the experience balls are kind of drawn to me and giving me levels while I stand here in AFK, and then the blaze rods are going to go to the chest and get collected up. And as they go in there, you can see it's filling up fine. So that'll be good, and like I said, I'll be setting up some comparators to sort of give me a network of chests here, but for now, we're going to call this part done, and we will start setting up that chain of chests, and we'll come back in a little bit with an update on how this thing's working. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we are back, and we've done a little bit of reconfiguring here, and as you can see, I've put the torch up top. Well, sort of see, it's kind of tight in there, and I don't want to get too close because the experience balls get in the way. But I wanted to add a few more things to this. I added a few more melee turtles, as you can see, because it makes it where it kills them a little quicker. And I wanted to add an XP turtle, which I wasn't aware was in the game, but apparently it just wasn't showing up in the NEI interface, probably because we're missing the plugin for it. But here it is, XP anvil turtle. Just basically take your turtle and add an enchanting table for the XP portion and an anvil for the anvil portion, and also a monitor so I can monitor what's going on. I'm not going to get into too much detail on this, but I'm going to write a basic program to make use of these. So we're going to put the XP turtle in there, and we're going to put the monitor up here, and we'll go in here and we'll go into interactive mode. And I'm going to wrap a couple peripherals. So I'm going to do inch equals, so that'll be enchanting table or whatever you want it to be. Could be enchilada, who knows. And we're going to do peripheral dot wrap right. This says we want it to be the enchanting table. So if you look here, the enchanting table's on the right side. That's how I know that. The monitor's on the top, and the anvil's on the left. I'm not going to worry about the anvil for right now. I just want to be able to collect the experience. So now we're going to go enchant.setAutoCollect true. And what that's going to do is set the enchanting table to pick up experience. So we should get rid of the experience balls now. But the reason I put the monitor on is I can't really tell what level it is. I guess I could do inch.getLevels, and I think that'll return. But I want to output it to the monitor. So we're going to say display equals peripheral.wrap top. And that's going to set that to the display. And then I can say disp.write. And then I can say inch.getLevels. So what I'm telling it to do is write the number of levels to the display. So it puts 31.0. So what we'll do with that is you can put that in a loop that clears the display, and I'll probably end up setting a bigger monitor up. And that puts us close to the end of our time here. I've been trying to keep these episodes about 30 minutes apiece, so we're going to wrap this episode up here, and hopefully next time we'll get into making this a little more robust, and we'll automate a few more resources, and just keep going along the path. So we'll see you soon for episode 10. Stay tuned.